Hello, Self Cosmos Ohana, Soul Dr. Nick here. It is, wow, what is it? Today is Sunday. In 2 days we'll be flying. That's the 16th, so it's September 14th, 2025, at around 6:30 in the morning here in Sun Moon in Hong Kong. Here at a giant park, which I was like so excited. I was like, woohoo! I get to be out in nature. You can hear the animals around me, possibly. There's water here, there's turtles here, there's birds here, there's beautiful giant old trees, and yet there's constant spraying with pesticides. There's so much EMF here, it feels like Chernobyl. I just walked around with the EMF meter. It took me about half an hour to find a place where it was low enough that I felt like I wanted to sit down. It was off the charts for most of it. And that's scary to me and not surprising. I've been hearing more and more, like, being inside the city. And holy crap, I didn't realize how bad it was. And having said that, I'm reminded of my dear friend Elizabeth. She says, like, you can transmute this, you get the trees to help you. Definitely being around the trees helps. Being under the canopy of the tree helps. Right now, I'm under the canopy of a building because it's the only place to shield myself from all the 5Gs in a way. In terms of the physicality of it, there's the energetic, spiritual side, which I've recognized I've got a bubble around me. And why put my body through and my energy through more stress than it needs to be? So I'm seeing the both end. It's like, how do I actually curate my environment to make my life easier generally and still have the capacity to go in places like this when I need to? Because it's not that I want to avoid this forever. It's just being really conscious of why. And being here in Hong Kong this time has really helped. Part of it is connected to the land, connected to spirituality. A big part of it this time is connected to family. And less of it my own actual family, although I did have one meal with my family. My dad's older brother and his son and wives. And that was really nice. It was nice for them to meet my little man. And it felt very surface right now. And part of it is me knowing that I chose not to engage or stir the boat as much. And it's a little harder with my own family. With my beloved's family, it was easier. We had the second of two really large group gatherings, and this one was in the home of her uncle and aunt, and all the siblings came together, all the kids came together in this tiny little room. And in a way, it was madness. In a way, it was beautiful watching the dance of it all and being able to be a relative outsider to it and still be family. To be treated family, to hear the stories, the secrets, have the laughter, have the fun, watch, witness the different ways of eating, being, playing, and I'm so grateful for that. And over again, it's reminded me how important it is to actually just spend time with family. Just that regularity of spending time together, even if they talk shit and smack about each other, they keep coming back together. And how to curate more of that, how to support more of that. And part of it was even the family. I keep telling them, like, you guys are welcome to visit, you guys matter. Stay as long as you want. And knowing that I mean it. And knowing that I mean it for my own family too. And recognizing, how do I do that in a way where I'm not just burdening, overwhelming, self-sacrificing. And yeah, it's really interesting just watching the culture. It's a different culture, a different way of being, and seeing both the positives, negatives, you want to look that way. Noticing the judgment, the compassion. Notice the place where I look up to them, like, holy crap, you guys do this. You look up for each other, you call each other, you make sure things are there. Even if you make what choices I wouldn't make, I can see that you're doing it out of love. And sometimes in that love, it's mixed in with your own pride, your own wanting to have a place, wanting to have purpose, wanting to serve, wanting to be acknowledged. Noticing that there's anger, there's even hatred at times, and just letting that be in the background but still coming together and seeing what matters. And myself just sending messages to my own family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the possibilities. Thank you for the reminder of abundance. Abundance isn't how much is in the bank, but what do we choose? And one of the things we've chosen a lot this time is just riding in the taxis and the Ubers, because if it can save us time, energy, comfort, then it's worthwhile, right? We're not like, it's our equivalent of flying private right now in a way. And I joke, and I'm not joking, because it felt really good because we can recognize that in those car rides, my beloved and I have time to chat. The children and cousins are trying to bond. There is a different level of resilience and comfort because we haven't been trying to navigate all these systems and temperatures and everything else and washrooms. And we've done that a few times because it's been really good for ourselves and for my son to experience what it's like to go through that. And now, funny enough, we've got two turtles. Two turtles. My first time having turtles. My son's loving it. He's playing with his cousins, and then my cousins didn't get to take over afterwards. So it's fantastic. All these different ideas that are coming up. And then just breathing. Just breathing. It's not always easy, but it doesn't have to be hard. And then just noticing all the people I feel like I need to manage, take care of. And one of the things I was listening to Bashar or someone else, just like, just let them be. Oh, Diary of a CEO, just let them be. When I'm trying to control someone else, I'm really trying to control my environment. How do I just let it be? And noticing the savior complexes that are coming up. Can I save the savior, right? In a way, I've been freely spending money lately. I bought a new backpack, new luggage, things like that, because I recognize the transformation that's happening. And part of it is actually posting some of these videos soon. I'm way behind in posting, getting better at recording, and going through the seasons of it. Right? Like right now, I have the capacity to record. Fantastic. Let's build up a bank. Let's send it over to my dear friend TK. Let's get ready for these ceremonies that are coming up when I go back. Let's take care of what I can take care of in front of me right now. And then just notice the different ways of being. I've got a little, I'm going to call him a nephew who's wanted to become an accountant because he's good at math. I've got a niece who is really good at saving money. I'm noticing these things and then noticing my judgment of these things and then noticing, why am I judging? There are things that I haven't, quote unquote, figured out yet. And the way I'm living is a reflection of how much I have figured out. In this weird game, simulation, anything that we want to call it. Playing outside the rules, inside the rules, noticing the rules. Noticing the gifts. And then yesterday, my mother-in-law pointed out, it's like, you got a tummy now. I'm like, I do? She's like, from the food here? I was like, definitely from my time here. And part of it is the food. I've indulged in so much deliciousness. And so many people saying, eat, eat, eat. And then there's the other part, which is being in this space of non-native EMF, being in the density of all. And part of it is the body naturally accumulates fat in order to provide as an insulating, grounding, shielding force. And letting that happen while I'm here, actually inviting it to happen while I'm here. I'd rather be shielded than to look good in the short term and have more long-term detriment. And recognizing the difference. Coming here this time, whew, yes, and how to do it better in the future. That's all. How to do it better. And seeing the beauty of China. There's beauty in China. There's beauty in wanting to explore it in a safe manner, in a curious manner. There's beauty in exploring the relationships and the dynamics between siblings and remembering that there's more history than I can remember. Because that's where the real conflict starts. It's not the present moment that this happens, all the past moments that happened that led up to it. And I know that because someone else can say something, totally chill. My beloved can say something, boom. My family can say something, boom. And so just noticing that, it's the weight of the lifetimes together. And that impacts both ways. And hearing about the children who are self-harming here. So much stress, so much pressure. And noticing the savior that's like, how do I save them all? It's like, no, it's a choice. And then how to make life, business, everything work even better. I don't know yet. I don't know yet, and that's okay. We just breathe it in and we let it go. We breathe it in and we let it go. All right. I'm gonna end this video now and start recording some specific videos to test things out, especially since my friend TK has sent me some stuff to work with. Ciao for now.